morning, everybody. Happy Friday. All right, so today I have one meeting. No, hold on. Is it today? No, we have two meetings. We have like our team pull-up meeting, and then we have like a meeting with our finance team. But today, what I need to do, one, I need to take some trainings. We have some new trainings at work that I need to get completed. And then we only have a few days left in the month. I need to get my mid-year accomplishments done. They're due next week. I started on them when I was in the office earlier this week and also a little bit last week. But I just need to get the mid-year, my self-evaluation portion of the mid-year review that we have. Then as far as work, I've been working on another iteration, making some modifications to the dashboard, adding in some things. Like we had a call, well, when we had our team sync, I was showing the team the dashboard, and there was some discussion around like the metric calculations, and also with some of the results, one of the guys on the team asked about like, hey, if we had access to a particular data point. This is the dashboard that I created around the new metric, and we see that in the data that I pulled in, how I'm analyzing the data in the dashboard, I'm looking at the performance month over month since the new metric launched in March. And excuse me, I need coffee. So I've been looking at just the increase in, I would say, the numerator of like the performance metric that we're holding the employees accountable to. But this metric is kind of like a subset. Like I think I've told you guys, it's kind of like it's built off of another metric. So when you look at the other metrics performance, it's kind of in line with that. When we look at the numerator, you do see month over month improvement. When I look at the result compared to what was forecasted, I think like we started at around like 8% in the last month. It was like around 55% of forecast. So I think that's really good improvement. But I think his point was that like if we didn't focus on it or introduce this metric, like would we have seen the same type of performance? It seems like it's kind of standard BAU as far as what we're doing. And I'm just like, there's no way to, in my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my mind, there's no way to retroactively test that. Like the time to test that theory would have been doing like an A/B testing, like test a certain subset of either sales reps or customers, like give this offer to only certain customers and kind of compare that to customers without that offer to test out, is this new metric effective in the way that you are wanting it to be or wanting to prove out it to be. So it's kind of like how, I guess, trying to do that after the fact. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it may be more difficult, and it may require us to get access to data that, and I don't even think we'll be able to get access to this data. Like this data comes from marketing. In all of my experience in trying to get data from marketing, it's never happened. They never share this. Like your marketing team has access to so much data, so much customer information, like more so than we do, because like they are the ones that are like, they have all these files and data that different customers, like we can offer them this, like they do different types of analytics, and they have a whole profile of like customer information. Like when you sign up for someone's email list, like the marketing team has that data, you know, like they're looking at what you're purchasing, what links you're clicking on, all of those different things. So, and they're not wanting to share. But anyways, so that's what I've been working on. Another iteration of this dashboard, trying to look at the data a little differently. The way that he is suggesting we look at it, I don't have the data points. That would have to come from our marketing team. And again, don't believe they're going to give us that data. Anyways, still trying to analyze performance there and see what percent of forecast. I'm going to add in June, even though June data will not be finalized until like the end of July, towards the end of July, I'm going to go ahead and pull in that data here. I put in the finalized May data already, so I can see what that performance looks like. And then I need to do, because I have 2 dashboard pages, and I feel like it's a lot of charts, you know, like it's good information, but it's a lot of chart, and I feel like the charts are crowded. So here's what my plan is. So my plan is to add in, like within Tableau, when you have a lot of charts, like you want your dashboards to look cohesive and neat, and also have it be functional to the users. So what I'm going to do is add in what's called the dynamic zone of visibility, which is pretty much just sheet swapping. So someone can click on an item on a dashboard page and it changes the sheet or changes the view that they're looking at. I've used this on other dashboards, but I think that'll help me clean up this dashboard page a bit more, because while all this information is useful, I don't want it to be crammed in one spot and on two dashboard pages. I'm trying to limit the amount of dashboard pages that I create, and sheet swapping is one of the ways that you can do that, you know, clean up your space and reduce the amount of charts on one page as well. So like I have it on this where it's a summary here, but they have like a detail, so it changes it to a sheet, so it swaps it out from that view, that summary view, to a detailed view. I'm going to do this on another page to kind of clean this up, because I just feel like it's too much, even though I do have one here. Like I have an info button, so it shows that, like if they click the info button, it has information about all of the issues, all of the things that have been going on. So you can implement like a show hide button to show certain things. You can do sheet swapping, so just different options available in Tableau. Yeah, so let me get into this and start working on my mid-year performance. And one other thing, you guys, so I bought this planner, I think last year, but I used the inserts from Erin Condren. It comes in two packages, like for the first half of the year and the second half of the year. I need to add in the second half, but all of it will not, like, you can't fit all of it. Like, you're gonna stretch out your planner. So I do just like the first 6 months in here. Now I need to swap it out. But I'm gonna keep June in here for now because I'm still in June. So I'm just gonna take out pretty much January through May. Why must I struggle to get these open? Can you believe we're at the middle of the year? Like, it's going so fast. Okay, well it's a little overstuffed in my opinion. All right, we have another meeting. This is my last meeting of the day, thankfully. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is July 1st, so we're in July. I need to catch up on vlogs. I think we're still in May at this point, but we're gonna make it, and we're gonna actually skip some time because I'm not a good vlogger, but yeah, I have more clips that are muted, so we're gonna skip a couple weeks in June and catch up. So today, while I was in the office, I've been working like half days in the office and half days at home lately. While I was in the office, I worked on updating some templates for our July readout, because we give like weekly updates to like our team, our finance team, because we work closely with them. We give updates on how certain projects are working, because these projects are sales related, and we just create charts from the dashboards and stuff that are created to let them know, hey, this is where progress is. So 2 of the projects continuing, one being that new metric. I think the new metric, I thought we were going to stop holding employees accountable to it, but still there. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, I believe. But I think we'll still, like, we're supposed to stop holding employees accountable to it, I believe, soon. So, but performance in that metric still hasn't really picked up. I know that they're still reviewing to look at issues, and I still have not heard back about the issue that I raised to the data scientist, and he's out of the office, so can't really get any update now. So we'll wait and see. And this is about the sales that were missing that I provided an example of. So still waiting to hear back about that. And so I've been working on updating our little like readout templates for the month of July, because we have some new things that we're focusing on for the month. So I need to add that into the template, even though because this week is a holiday, we won't be doing our weekly readout on that this week, but I still need to get it prepared and ready to go for next week. So outside of that, I have a training I need to do, and I also need to I need to go back in it's mid-year review time. So I need to move my mid-year review over to a template that my manager sent me. Like, this is my self-review portion. I had put it in like a Word document, and because usually we put it in a Word doc and then when the system opens and we can go ahead and put it in the system, but she asked that we put it in this template that she created. So I'm just moving everything over from my Word doc to her template, which I'm gonna assume later she will probably move into the system, or we will be required to put it in the system, but that's fine. The template is just kind of laid out the way that when the system opens, it's laid out like you can just paste it in these different sections for your self-evaluation. So do I have a meeting? Oh no. Okay, so that's what I'm working on for the time being. And then once I get my mid-year stuff moved over and I get and I get this training complete, I'm gonna work on this training first. But once I get that completed, then I think I'll go back to, she gave me, so there's someone else on my team that I think I was her backup once, like to answer questions about her project. If anyone had any questions, I was her backup. My manager told me that there's some changes to her project that's happening and she's going to need more support. So that's going to be a project that I'm going to help her support a bit more. So I need to sync with her. We usually have a sync once a week on project updates, on anything we need to help each other out with, pick up the slack. But it looks like I'm going to be playing more of a role in that project. And actually I need to ask her, did she have a call? Because I don't see them. Okay, so yeah, there's a project so it's her project. I've been helping out here and there, but my manager told me this morning on our one-on-one that I'm going to be helping her out a bit more with the reporting and analytics on that. We're going to have to do monthly audits because this is a pretty big project for our team, and we had like a post-mortem review and there were a lot of issues with the project last year. So it's kind of like, who did she go to? She had a meeting with, I think he's our VP now, but let me either senior director, I think he might be our senior director, or let me check, what is his role now? Because I'm like, is he a VP? Is he a senior director? He just recently changed roles, so I'm not 100% sure. No, that's our senior director. He's our VP. Okay, so he's now a VP. He used to be a senior director. So she met with him and they want to implement some change because there were a lot of reporting issues, and reporting has definitely been improved already for this year, but they want like monthly audits of reporting being done. So my manager says that she's going to pull me in to audit the reporting. She wants me to come up with a plan on how those audits should be done, what we should be looking at and focusing on. So I need to come up with that plan after I get all this stuff done. So I need to come up with a monthly audit plan, let them know what we should be looking for, and then to kind of avoid some of the issues that we experienced with the program that was ran last year. So hopefully things will be run a little bit smoothly. So there's that. And then I'm gonna go in and hopefully sometime this week I'll have time to make more updates, like additional iterations of my dashboard. So not a lot that I'm working on currently because I need to get trainings done. I need to get my mid-year self-evaluation done before I can jump back into work and then come up with this project plan for an audit, and then jump back into hopefully some of like my regular work, which is reporting. So just wanted to check in with you guys. So I'm going to get back into this training so I can get that done and checked off, and then work on my mid-year. It was muted.